Hey there, everyone. How are we doing today? So I kind of felt like I owed you this video. I have, over the last 3 or 4 days, become increasingly excited about the opportunities that will be provided to us in 2020. I believe 2020 is very quickly going to feel like 2010. I document 2010 in our book. I talk about it a couple of times. One under the guise of when banks told us no. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't yet, basically, we had 800 credit scores, a six-figure incomes, a net worth of seven figures, had never missed a payment, and we thought banks would loan to us all the time. Not true. They told us no, and then they told us no again, and then they told us no again. So I think bank lending could switch around on investors and become more difficult to get. I think private and hard money is going to be more difficult to get. Hard money has been easy to get lately, and I think that's about to change. Also, and this is what has me really, what's that, four reallys? Let's make it five, really excited, is owner occupants. My number one competitor for quality single family homes are about to retreat. They are about to delay. They are about to be nervous, scared, frightened, whatever you want to call it. But they are not going to be writing offers on homes. And I can say this with a fair amount of confidence. I look at my market every day. I've looked at my market for nearly 20 years. I have seen momentum change. That is why I built an entire course around learning your market. You have to look at it every day. It doesn't have to be long. 10, 15 minutes is plenty of time. But when you do that, you see things. For example, one of my students reached out and said he saw 3 houses come back on the market. I guess it was yesterday, in a hot part of town. Escrows blew up, didn't appraise. Who knows? Buyers backed out. Don't know why, but it happened. Inventory is growing with another subscriber or student. It's like, hey, there used to be 18, now there's 31. What's happening? I'm telling you, learn your market. If you don't know, do yourself a favor, less than $200, spend the weekend, look at the course. But this video is not about the course. This is about why I am so excited about 2020 or 2020. So without further ado, let's bring it up, because again, I'm not quite vibrating with excitement, but you hopefully can hear it. I am pretty excited. This is going to be fun. Okay, so let's share this, make this a little bigger. And again, this has really transpired over the last 4 days. Talked to agents, talked to a couple of escrow companies, talked to a couple of lenders. It's very clear that things are changing quickly. So I'm very excited about what's coming our direction. Buy and hold, conservatively financed rental properties. So first and foremost, if you haven't gotten this book yet, do yourself a favor, figure out who this guy is on YouTube, one rental at a time. Buy the book. It really tells you about who we are. And most importantly, as I think about it now, it talks about how looking at my market every day allowed us to make 2 critical decisions. First, it saved our butt in 2008 when all the houses were going nutty. We went to apartments. When real estate got scary in 2010 because nobody is buying, we went nuts and bought everything we could. And frankly, if you've been watching this channel for at least a year, I told you I was selling my multifamily because you all were overpaying. And I have more cash now to take advantage of these great opportunities in 2020 because of it. I think if you were buying multifamily with a 4 cap, you are about to be in a lot of pain. And I'm going to have cash to invest throughout 2020 and very happy for it. So again, read our story. It's a $15, 3-4 hour read. But of course, leave a 5-star review, Audible, Amazon after you're done. Greatly appreciate it. First and foremost, kind of introduced this concept earlier, but here's the deal. Owner occupants are going to retreat. Banks are going to prove to be more difficult to get investment loans. By banks, I also mean hard money. There are people flipping properties today that have been doing hard money loans like it was easy. Game over. It's changing. Sorry. And the real key to all of this is motivated sellers are going to start to stand out easy. Today, the hardest thing to do is find a motivated seller. It's nearly impossible. By April, it's going to be easy. By May, man, it's going to be like, I mean, I don't think it could quite possibly be as good as 2010, but maybe. Man, if it's like 2010 again, I'm going hog wild. Man, it could be good. I suspect cash buyers. Today, there are lots of people that want to be flippers that have been buying with cash and doing the burr strategy and all of that. They are about to retreat because their inventory is going to sit longer. Owner occupants who are their buyers are going to be scared and not buy. They are going to shrink, and they're going to watch their carrying costs just eat their lunch. I really, really feel bad for flippers. If you are flipping in a market that is 50% above the median, so maybe in Fresno, the median's 260. So if you're at 400 and above, oh, watch out. If you're in the Bay Area and you're flipping $2, $3, $4 million homes, oh, watch out. This inventory is going to sit and sit and sit. And all along the way, you are going to be paying huge carrying costs, which sucks, but it helps me because you're less of a competition for the next great deal that comes along. I frankly believe that I will do more deals in 2020 than I did in 2018 and 19 combined. I did a fair amount of business in 18 and 19. Well, nothing crazy, but enough. I think 2020 is going to be better than both of those. And I can say that with confidence because of just what's happened in the last week. Shoot, in the last 3 days, I closed on a property. I bought a property cash for under 100 grand. I helped a wholesaler from the hub sell a property for 110. I talked about 3 subject to properties. Next thing is agents in Fresno need to know that I'm a buyer for non-perfect property. Agents, if realtors in Fresno, if you have a seller that will consider owner carry, call me. I can make a deal happen. I will be the right answer for more and more people. It is going to be awesome, but it's because I did my homework. I know my market. You should learn your market. You need to learn your market in March. Let's go do that. Whatever month you're watching this, choose a month, learn your market. Here's the deal. Being a buy and hold investor in a market with less competition is awesome. It is so good because we all know that this thing that is destroying confidence, it'll dissipate. Man, we got through 9/11. We got through the financial crisis. And what happens every time? We come back stronger and bigger and better. But there's a window of time where if you have confidence and knowledge to strike, you are going to do some awesome deals. Just awesome deals. This is going to be a lot of fun, but you have to learn your market first. I say this because I have learned my market. I'm comfortable with multiple acquisition strategies and exit strategies. If you want to do owner financing, great. If you want to do cash, great. If you want to do subject to, great. If I get a lot of inventory coming from the hub, which I think could happen, right? We got 4 monster wholesalers there now bringing inventory. I suspect I'm going to be bringing more off-market listings to this channel, just like we did Saturday morning or Saturday night, and it was sold by Sunday morning. Being able to help people buy quality properties is an awesome, awesome feeling. I have seen and frankly profited from consumer behavior change. If you've been watching this channel for any length of time, I talk about 2 things: cost of capital, consumer, what's the consumer doing? because they're my big competition. I profited from this 2 or 3 times already. I got out of houses in '08. I got private money in 2010 and went hog wild. I sold apartments when you all wanted to overpay. I'm telling you, when you watch your market, it may seem gutsy to make the call, but it's not that hard. I want to talk about the Hub. The Hub was created as a platform to help people. It's on Van Ness in McKinley by Fresno City College. We have 4 monster wholesalers in there that are, I'm helping them market, spending money on mailers and door hangers and texting and phone calls. They're finding more deals, and I hope they bring this channel more business. I would love each of them to bring at least one piece of business to this channel every month so that all of you could take a chance to buy a piece of inventory. Not to mention, they're going to bring me a deal every month so that I can continue to fix slumlord properties and turn them into pride of ownership rentals. This is a huge priority for me in 2020. Let's be very, very clear. I plan to buy a lot of distressed properties this year because I think my competition, the other cash buyers, are going to get stuck with inventory. Their hard money or private money will disappear, and I'll be left there as one of the last ones picking up the pieces. It's going to be wonderful. Frankly, I didn't have to leverage this program I created in 18 a lot in 2019. In 2018, I created a 6 and 20 program for some of my friends where I paid them 6% interest to borrow some money and then gave them 20% of the profits. I didn't have to do that a lot in 19 because there wasn't a lot of deals. I suspect that we're going to be doing that together as friends in 2020, and having them be part of the profit on the backside is always a great feeling. I believe some sellers that maybe need to move, they got divorced, they already have a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. I believe some sellers today or this year will just let me take their property over subject to their mortgage. I'll pay the mortgage, they'll walk away. The mortgage stays in their name, but we take over payments. I stick a tenant in or lease option out, or who knows what I do. But we're going to help them get out of stressful situations. And if you are in pre-foreclosure in Fresno, California, do yourself a favor, come to the Hub. Let's see what your situation is and see if we can help you get out of it. I also believe owner financing will become easier to find. Realtors, agents in Fresno, if you have properties that are not selling, but the owner owns it free and clear, let's talk. I am 100% positive if they have any flexibility that we can create a win-win opportunity. They get some money now and some more money every month. I'm sure we could work something out, and you could, of course, get your well-deserved commission. I frankly believe more and more agents will come to the Hub because we are known buyers. Not only does that office represent lots of buyers, but this channel, I'm sure, will bring additional buyers and investors. If you are an agent or a realtor in Fresno, please reach out to me or the Hub, and let's close on more not perfect properties. If the property's not perfect, it doesn't appraise, or it has repair issues or roof issues, and you just can't get a buyer, look us up. Reach out to me, leave comments below. I'll give you my email. It's mzuber@onerentalatatime. I want to help you. Frankly, the vision of the Hub has always been to be a spot in Fresno to help people. I believe real estate is cyclical. I believe there are times when sellers need help. I equally believe there are times buyers need help. And of course, if we can be there to help both investors in Fresno and out of area, man, what an awesome feeling that is. General contractors, agents, wholesalers with inventory, turnkey properties. The Hub is rocking and rolling, and we are helping lots of people. I can confidently say all of this because I have looked at my market every day for 20 years. I've tracked consumer behaviors. I've watched bank lending, and I can see it changing right in front of my eyes. I've called it several times, and I'm calling it now for you. The market is changing. Owner-occupant buyers are going to retreat. Inventory is, if motivated sellers, it will go up. Cash buyers are going to dwindle. It is going to be so much fun, but you must learn your market. To be very clear, what I teach in my course, and I talk about, bad, average, good, great, comparing deals, it is exactly what I put in my course. What I spent months creating for you was just documenting what I do every day, what I've done for 10 years. And if I can sit here confidently and tell you this strategy went from one house to financial independence, you probably should pay attention. It is all there. Focus and build confidence. You need to trust yourself, know your market, understand what's going on. I still do everything in that course every day. I did it about 2 hours ago. I ran through the market just like I talk about in the course. If you haven't learned by now, I do what I say. And everything that's in the course is what I do each and every day. I will do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. And if it's good enough for me, I promise it's good enough for you. I know the course works, but you need to bet on yourself. It's $199. I really think 2020 is going to be amazing. I don't think it could possibly be as good as 2010, but maybe. But hey, what would happen if you just got 1 or 2 great deals in your market in 2020? Wouldn't you be happy with that? I think you would. So at the end of the day, that's what I have for you. I think this is going to be a wonderful market, but it starts with you betting on yourself. You got to learn your market. You got to spend a month diving in, figuring it out. Look at the course. There's a link below. I got plenty of student interviews that say how it's helped them. I know it can help you. This is going to be a special time, and I hope you don't miss it. All right, everybody, take care.